from Prada. Rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we pack up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Down from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and ain't my last one.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no off. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down and get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Made it, kill it, and did it again. I'm ready and 10, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down with the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top when the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throwed and blinded my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mad dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Knowing you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up.
I can't take no off. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Made it, kill it, and did it again. But the intent, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
Yeah. Point up and up, it's magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic.
The NFL on EA Sports is in the Steel City at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the Seattle Seahawks. And wow, a gamble here right off the bat, an onside kick to begin the game. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game, and maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They've got to steal it and try and gain an advantage, and they tried. They just didn't get it done.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now it's Roethlisberger. Open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage after it.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quicker.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Opening minute and already a trip to the red zone. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. Here's Roethlisberger. Setting up the screen, this is Samuels. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They run it with Carson, and he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And Wilson has it. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That'll pick up the 1st down for Seattle on a gain of 18.
Check 55 to mine. Double dog, that's the way.
On 1st down, Carson. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 1st down Seattle on a pickup of 13.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. He's got a 1st down and more inside the 30. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a 1st down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Carson. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Now it's Wilson, buying time to his left. He can run for it, and he will. The rushing numbers for Wilson may be down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the 1st down. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back.
Watch safety screen. 36 power. Safety screen.
This is Carson, and he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive, and how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
Extra point up and through by Myers. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. On first down, it's Roethlisberger. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. These two teams all tied after one. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. To throw here, Roethlisberger. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play, now 2nd and 13. Here's Roethlisberger. Flushed out right. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. And the intended receiver out of the backfield was Jalen Samuels. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
Ready? Black 20. Quarter.
Watch 54. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Hey, Haywood.
Mike 5-4. 3 buzz.
Ben to throw again. Fighting to stay upright. And an alley to run. Now Ben hit, and he lost the football. It's loose. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And now off to the races down the right side. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. It gives some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Let's get the ball. Let's go, Mike.
On 2nd and a yard, Roethlisberger eluding the pressure right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. Play fake to Connor. Now Roethlisberger. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Well, Charles, 18 of the 32 teams have now played 8 games, half their season. The other 14 will reach the midway point next week, so we'll save the midseason grades and awards until then. But
thank you. I like that.
We'll wait on that. But let's look at a few underperforming teams thus far that have played 8 games, and you tell me what you think their final record's going to be. Now, let's start with the Chargers at 3-5.
Big win in Chicago on Sunday. I like them to go 5-3 down the stretch, and that gives them 8 wins. Actually, having them go 6-2. I think they're going to go 9-7.
Ooh, right there on the edge of the playoffs. Okay, he rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jamar Taylor. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7.
diamond. She want bring the limes in. She wanna pull up to the crib, we can't dine in. Up right away, couldn't even get a vine in. Straight with the money we aligned in. Tell me how they broke, tryna chime in. Jesus watching over here in diamonds. He the only reason why I do not get violent. Ay, cause he gave me patience. Ay, swear that all makes sense. Ay, when you making bands, can make friends. Cause I know they tryna shit like Ray-Bans. Got a bad little shorty wasting. And I own it, I ain't gotta pay rent.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the Green Bay Packers. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle. This is fielded at the goal line. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. It's caught here by Adams. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's Rodgers to throw. And that'll be incomplete.
Incomplete on the throwaway. It's 3rd down and 3 yards to go.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. 3 down. Hey, check. 3 down.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. The connection made, it's Graham. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well. Rodgers now on first down. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers, and that's complete to Adams. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strip.
Watch the twit.
50.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. Dancing to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 43.
How many times do we hear that 3rd down may be the most important down in football, and there's no better example than what we just saw right there. Forced to scramble, knows where the first down marker is, dives for it, and gets it. What a big-time play, putting his body on the line to pick up a key first down.
That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Open here is Allison. That's complete. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs, gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
Rodgers now on first down. The left side throw complete to Adams. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Flush to his right. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. Another nice gain. 13 yards that time and another first down.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, it has to be pinpoint here.
As I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to...
Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here as they've got it with a second down and 2 coming up. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple. Now it's Carson. And some room to maneuver. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. The 20, 10, 5. It's a big play there for Seattle. 65 yards. So he nearly took it the distance, gets him down inside the 10 for a first and goal.
I'd love to be in his head right now because is he rewarding himself for a great run or is he kicking himself because he didn't get all the way to the goal line?
And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up a 3. Give him 3 on the gain there. Second and goal. Second down and goal. Wilson. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
On third down, Carson, and he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A 6-yard touchdown run. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on third and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
And the kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is taken near the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
Rodgers to throw again. And that's incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Here's Rodgers. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamar Taylor, and his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd down. You're in a tight game in the loudest stadium in the NFL, and it's enough to rattle even the most seasoned of quarterbacks. And here, it looks like he's not quite on the same page as his receiver. This will wind up a turnover.
And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. They get 17 on that one, move the chains, 1st down Seahawks.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Quick, 280. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Here we go. Here we go. Watch out. Watch out. Watch out. Watch out. Tighten up. Tighten up. Tighten up. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
On 1st down, it's Carson. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the pickup there to 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a 1st down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
40. Check 50, check 50. 42, Mike's 42.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Forced out to his left. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd. On 3rd down, Wilson rolling to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
4th down, here's Wilson. And it's caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
The big fella was the recipient there for that touchdown pass, and it seems like more and more the tight end is the guy you have to worry about most in the passing game.
This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. To throw is Rodgers. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first. On first down, Rodgers. And Graham's got it. Complete. And he caught it up. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Partner, earlier I asked you about some teams that were underperforming so far. Well, right now let's play a game arrow up, arrow down. I'll give you teams that are kind of in the middle of the pack. You tell me if they're going to go up or down second half of the season. Let's start with the Raiders at 3 and 4.
Arrow up. I think they're going to beat the teams they're supposed to beat, and they will beat someone good down the stretch.
Okay. Now, Jacksonville, they're 500 right now, 4 and 4.
Yeah, but their division is conducive to their arrow going up. Gardner Minshew playing well. Maybe Nick Foles comes back, and I like that defense.
Okay, the Lions got a win last week to get to 3-3-1. How about them?
Don't like their division. Minnesota, Green Bay within division. Unfortunately, arrow down.
Four and 3.
Defense is supposed to travel. That was a tough one in San Francisco last Sunday. Still think that'll happen, and I do believe Cam Newton will come back this season. Arrow up.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. It's complete to Lockett. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside. Inside the 30.
A gain of 22 more yards. And that's good for another Seahawks. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Here we go. Watch out. Gotta go, in and out. Let's go. Tight end right, tight end right. One left, one left. Watch the shit, watch the shit. Hey, hey, watch the shit.
On first down, Wilson completes it to Dixon. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Mike 42, Mike 42. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. 4 down, 4 down. 42. 42's the mic.
Let's go double count right here. Good try.
Final play of the half. It's Wilson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Blake Martinez. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Let's go, baby. Turn over. Get that ball. Get that ball.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And some room to work. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. Here's Carson. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On second down now, it's Carson, and he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Let's go. Shift. Go. 40. Shift 26. Check 31. No. Off.
They'll run on first down. Carson. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On second down, it's Carson. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Kevin King coming up from the secondary to make the play. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Someone knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up that first down now. I'm not so sure about the technique in getting there, but he went for it, and he got it.
Exactly. He knew where he needed to get, because remember, if he slides, when that derriere dips, if you will, that play's over.
The derriere dips.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Slipping into the backfield for the sack was Oren Burks. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Now it's Wilson. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. He'll buy some time right. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, No flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
I can't believe they let you play.
They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson being chased out left. He'll find Metcalf. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Fourteen, fight it. 50's the mic. Man, I got you. Back.
On 1st down, Carson. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17.
Josh Jackson is
Checking. Crash.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 17-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Check. 42's the mic. You better be afraid of me.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. And the Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Chris Carson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Yeah, and it feel like